actually in order from smallest to largest. The length of a crayon, pretty small, would be a centimeter. 100 centimeters is 1 meter. Anything with centi before it is usually 100 greater than, no, 100 times greater than something without a centi in front of it. So like a centimeter is bigger than 100 times bigger than 1 meter, and so on. The length of a carrot would be in centimeters, meters. So for it to be put into perspective, centimeters is related to rulers. So like if you can measure something with a ruler, then you should probably use centimeters. Meters is for like large distances, like a walk around your neighborhood maybe. And kilometers is for really far distances, like when you're going on a road trip. The length of a chalkboard, you'd probably do in meters, because meters, well, it's not exactly a walk. It's like a meter you would consider like the size of your room maybe, or the size of a couple textbooks lined up. The length of a playground you definitely have to measure in meters. The length of a butterfly would be in centimeters because butterflies are pretty small. And then the length of a highway would definitely be in kilometers, because all these measurements, they're interchangeable, so it really depends on the situation. It doesn't matter which one you use, but depending on the one that you use, the units will be much easier to calculate. Because it's easier to say 1 centimeter than it is to say 0.01. 0.01 meters. Choose a better estimate. 3 milliliters or 3 liters. 3 milliliters is like a very small amount. It's around like 3 drops of water, so it's probably better to go 3 liters. Especially considering that you're cooking soup in this, and this is the soup. 400 liters is way too much. It's like getting around 400 cups of water, I want to say. So it would obviously be milliliters here. And then 2 milliliters or 2 liters. Honestly, this is probably going to be 2 liters, because even though 2 liters is a large amount, 2 milliliters is an unreasonably small amount to pay for or drink juice of. So the answer here would be 2 liters. Choose a better temperature. So 25 degrees Fahrenheit or 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So 25 degrees Fahrenheit, if 0 degrees Fahrenheit is the freezing point, 0 degrees Celsius is the freezing point. That means 25 degrees Fahrenheit would be way too cold, especially to be going to the beach and be like wearing less layers. So it's definitely 95 degrees Fahrenheit. In the fall, it's much colder, so you'd probably go 56 degrees Fahrenheit, because 98 degrees Fahrenheit is like sweltering hot weather that you'd probably only ever see in the summer, at the peak of summer. 0 degrees Celsius or 22 degrees Celsius. So since this is in Celsius, Celsius is a more globally used form of measuring temperature, and Celsius, there's a formula for it, but generally just remember that even if the temperature is less in Celsius, that doesn't mean that it is colder than the same degrees than Fahrenheit. I don't know how to explain this. Just know that the same degrees of Fahrenheit and the same degrees of Celsius, if the two are the same, then Celsius will always be hotter. Or, yeah, Celsius will always be hotter actually, because Celsius is weighed more strongly. Anyway, so 0 degrees Celsius here, because 20 degrees Celsius would be around, I want to say 70 degrees Fahrenheit-ish, which would be pretty hot, and there would definitely be no snow. And then if you're catching butterflies, probably 25 degrees Celsius. It looks like spring, it looks pretty warm. Sam's garden has 2 flower beds, one is 8 feet long and the other is 5 feet long. How many feet of flower beds does Sam have in total? So they don't actually tell us how the width of either flower bed is, but you could probably assume that like 8 times 1, because they don't tell us. Anyways, so if it's 8 feet long, 1 foot wide, it's 8 feet, 8 square feet, and then 5 feet long by 1 foot long, and it's just 5 feet, so 8 plus 5 is 13. It's just 13 feet of flour. It'd be different if they were telling us to multiply this, where it would be 8 by 5 is equal to 40 feet of flowers, but this question, the wording's a little, it depends on what the person reading it thinks. Maya started doing her homework at 3:15 p.m. She finished at 4 p.m. How long did Maya spend doing her homework? So 60 minutes in an hour. If you subtract the 15 minutes that she started late into the hour, it would be 45 minutes that Maya spent doing her homework. Because if you count 3 to 4 as 1 hour, then it's 60 minutes, right? And if she started 15 minutes into the hour, you'd have to do 60 minus 15 to see how much work she actually did, how many minutes of work. Carlos bought 2 apples for 50 cents each and a sandwich for $3.25. If he bought 2 apples, it would be $1. And another sandwich for $3.25. So this will become $4.25. He spent $4.25 in total. In the morning, the temperature was 48 degrees Fahrenheit. By the afternoon, the temperature had risen by 17 Fahrenheit. So it went up by 17 Fahrenheit. If you do the math here, you'd get 65 degrees Fahrenheit